It's still here, and so is he.
I know I up. But you can still catch him before he gets out, before he gets to your wife. When you get to him, don't hesitate. Kill them for what it is.
In the dark,
There's a murder scene.
miles apart, we made a promise that I'm coming out alive. Raging heart went too far. I will never lose myself again. Oh, I was
ای جان سلام مجدد بچه خیلی خوش اومدی به یه ویدیو دیگه با سمت دیوی. امروز میخوایم بازی فوق‌العاده زیبایه آلان ویک 2 رو پلی بدیم. فقط قبل از اینکه بریم واسه ویدیو، اگه کانال منو نداری حتما دنبال کن، زنگوله رم بزن، این ویدیو رو لایک کن و نظرتو برام تو کامنت ها بنویس. بریم واسه گیم.
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room. I needed to get inside the manuscript.
راستی پرونده ها من درست کردم، مرتب کردم، البته توی پرونده نداریم.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened.
مستر رضا سلام، خوش اومدی. تاها خوش اومدین بچه. آره تا یه چند وقت دیگه راش میندازم بچه، تا یک ماه دیگه، کمتر از یک ماه انشالله. یوتیوب همه ویدیوها رو منتقل میکنم داخل یوتیوب، لینکش رو هم بهتون میگم، حتما چیز کنید. حالا یه دونه دیگه دارم الان کانال، ولی معلوم نیست اون باشه یا نه، فعلا بهتون اطلاع میدم. انشالله بهتون لینک میدم، حتما جوین بریم.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment, her whole life.
Even after he moved out west. One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window.
خوش اومدی.
It was a balloon of some cartoon animal.
فابیلوس یادت
And I looked out at the street below,
کیبوردت فارسی هم می‌نویسی.
and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring.
خیلی خوش اومدید بچه ها. تاها.
And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
بخشید از دو نه هیچ، رادیو هم هیچ. چی بود؟ رادیو که من حالا شد.
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough.
امشب بچه بازی رو تمام میکنیم.
I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night.
11-12 طول بکشه بازیش.
My search became obsessive, but still had no idea what I was looking for.
حدوداً یه 4 ساعت دیگه گیم پلی داره. امشب انشاءالله تمامش میکنیم که ایبش بریم سراغ بازی دیگه.
There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in, try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
پس اینطوریه. آره فابیولس. آره پس اینطوری بوده. خواسته یه نفر رو پیدا کنه. حالا چرا این؟ اندرسون. ساگا اندرسون چرا؟ از کجا میشناختتش؟ سوال من اینه.
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript. The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice. Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of initiation.
میتونیم اینجا چنج کنیم و دوباره بریم از طریق اندرسون، ساگا اندرسون ادامه بدیم. ولی نمیدونم این کجا میرسه. اسم اینجا سیف داشت؟ آره سیف داشت. بذار من اینجا یه سیوش کنم.
It could not be opened on the side.
نمیدونم DLC الان میخوایم بریم یا نه.
I don't have time for this, so let's get it over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors, peeking in, reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our night springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wake.
Whatever you say.
Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
بزن بریم فرار کنیم از اینجا. Hej,
Hurry, Tom. Here is the light at the end of the...
Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta go onward, set the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
از اینجا برم بیرون قایتی دادم برس.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Hearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom. Like you have put me. Sehän olisikin.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite, and Yöten Yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear, that it's coming back to cinemas soon?
چقدر طبیعی کار کرده.
Is there a bottom to this rumor?
سمت چپ تصویر.
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos your artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi.
دیگه جابی که در زیر زمین. الان با بریم زیر زمین درسته؟
I'm looking forward to seeing Yodel in the cinema. But first I work. And the work won't end even when you do it. Hey, see, one potato at a time. Just remember though, the brave will eat the pieces.
نمیدونم الان احتمالا تغییر میدادم. تمام. اینم از این. نمیدونم شاید مثلا نباید می اومدیم اینجا. فکر کنم نباید می اومدیم. اینطور شد. نمیدونم بس بریم بالا ببینم اتفاقی میافته اگه نبود که برگردیم.
To get to Parliament Tower, I needed to find a murder site. Zane would know where to find one.
دنبال زین در هتل.
Inside this messy maze of blood trails I was chasing the cult through, I ran into the filmmaker, Thomas Zane, an esoteric bohemian with a hard-on for acts of cruelty performed in the name of occult nonsense. A director wants to control every aspect of the world in their films. Is the cult leader any different? Was Zane just another alias for Scratch? There was a rumor that Wake and Zane had been working on something together. I was going to get the...
Alan Wake. Let you talk all these words. Wake.
من فکر میکنم اینا DLCه بچه.
Zane's room, 665, was upstairs. The elevator would take me there.
آها آسانسور 665. محتوای اختیار بود داستان بازی ارتباط نمیتونه از اینجا و یا این DLC میدونم بریم یا نه. محتوای 665 کدوم میشه پس؟ اینه. نمیدونم DLCش بریم نریم فعلا نه. خیلی طولانی میشه ویدیو.
Something told me Zane wouldn't be happy to see me this time.
I'm in control now. The second you try anything, I will shoot you in the head. Scratch wrote return, not me. You're a fucking liar.
You'd given up. You stopped writing. You said it was too dangerous, that we didn't deserve to get out. And then he showed up. Scratch. He promised to write. To get me the hell out of here. He was magnificent. A visionary. I mean, it was art. But then, when he finished, he took a return and left me behind.
It's still here, and so is he.
I know I fucked up. But you can still catch him before he gets out, before he gets to your wife. And when you get to him, don't hesitate. Kill the bastard for what he did to us. There's a murder site in my cinema where my film Nightless Night is playing.
I told you not to try anything!
بلیت سینما خروج از هتل سینما شده.
Oh, mercy. Thousands have gone missing, beyond the labyrinth of me. When you're lost in your own company. And cut! Oh. Now that is drama.
What the f? I had a million questions about Zane, but I had more pressing concerns. I had to find the movie theater Poet Cinema. The next murder site was there. Zane had created the film in tandem with Return to escape the dark place. I could see the searchlight beams of the movie theater on the far side of the plaza.
نورافکنات تو آسمون این سمت رو نشون میده. وای که قفله. خب ای بوی نه
Please enjoy the film, sir.
The cinema lobby was a gateway to other realities on the silver screen. I could set a scene here.
جهتش برم بالا. آره درسته برم بالا، فقط بذار پایین یه لوت بزنم.
I needed a new draft of the story. One.
نقشه چرا طولانی شد بازی؟ بریم بالا.
I felt like I'd been on this case looking for the cult of the word for a lifetime or more. The only case.
I was missing something.
در قفل یا الان نمیتونم برم. خب
The main event was the murder. I had to find my way to it.
بکنم اینو باید تکمیل میکردم، نگاش نکردم. اینجا
I felt like I'd been on this case looking for the cult of the word for a lifetime or more. The only case I'd ever been on. They would surface from the dark with their depraved acts of violence and fade back into the night, leaving behind bloody crime scenes and clues heavy with obscure meanings that led nowhere. Arriving at the cinema, I felt a monumental, terrifying revelation trembling before me, ready to open its jaws and swallow me whole.
This place had significance to the cult. There was something to use there. The first step toward the murder site. I was making progress. Someone had barricaded themselves in the room.
اینجا میشه دوباره چه میشه؟
You carry your monsters with you. The devil, it's in you. You're running right back to it. A loop. I have to stop. Stop running. Stop writing. I won't run another word.
خب نگاه بریم این پشت حالا که در اینجا
Did I stop writing at some point? I can't stop. There's too much at stake.
خورم خب صحنه قتل الان من کجا پیداش کنم؟ بریم تا بالا. حس میکنم اینجا باشه. صحنه قتل چجوری باید پیداش کنم آخه؟ بیشه باید برم داخل بعد اینو بزنم. احتمال داره.
My writing was affecting reality.
احتمال داره مثلا اینجا باشه.
Do you a lot of good to talk, buddy.
It was an initiation ceremony. Or so we made our new members believe. Two of New York's finest. They had performed endless favors to earn their place among us. We had something special waiting for them. And something very special for you, Alex Casey.
Who's your leader? Alan Wake? Scratch? Zane? Give me a name!
You will meet him soon enough.
There was no end to the corruption. It fit the genre, so I'd use it.
سالن تئاتر. سالن تئاتر رو چجوری برم؟ درا بسته است. نمیدونم باید از کجا برم. برم. همه رو من چک کردم چی نیست. یه بار دیگه بریم داخل. دره باز شده. بذاری من فیلممو ببینم. این هی میاد از اول.
The urban legends circling Thomas Zane were a bottomless rabbit hole. I'd done some digging. I wake. Master, look at you. Following your master into La La Land. A sad bunch of clowns in funny masks and hoods, pretending to be a secret society.
Maybe it is you who's playing a role, Mr. Casey. A role carefully laid out for you. A puppet blindly performing the ritual steps for the glory of the cult. Huh?
What the fuck have you been smoking?
Nightless Night. A clip of the lost film survived. You will see, Mr. Casey. In the Nightless Night, you will finally see.
Nightless Night was Zane's film. It played a role in this story.
It never was your story!
خب گفته چی؟ اگر رای برای ورود به اتاق پروژکتور تماشای قطعی از فیلم در سالن تئاتر شد. اتاق پروژکتور اینا رو باید بزنم. حالا من باید اینجا رو فکر کنم درسته. این حالا باگ نوشته هاش پیدا نیست. خوش اومدی.
What is this? Zane was in the clip holding my lamp. Was he playing me in his film? Zane's lamp on the screen had no light. I could transfer the light in my lamp. The light of the lamp shone out of the screen and revealed the door. I was back out into the night. The seedy alley away from prying eyes was a good scene for dark deeds.
چه خبر کینگ سولو؟ خوش اومدی. امشب دیگه بریم بازی رو تمام کنیم. چیز دیگه از بازی نمونده. بسیدم نقشه داریم؟ آره اینجا مستقیم بذارم اینا رو بذارم تو جعبه. ما تو استون رو گیر کرد. شاتگان اموه، تفنگ منوع زیاد به دردم نمیخوره. این 4 تا قوسه رو میذاریم اینجا. میذاریم اینجا، اینو میاریم اینور. خب الان یکم جا داریم، اینا رو دود کنم. دوباره اینو میاریم اینور، اینو میاریم اینور. یه جایی داشته باشیم حداقل. خب از اینجا اومدیم تو؟ از اون اومدیم.
Was affecting the scene.
و کدوم بود؟ یا اول شانس.
The police car felt important to the story.
Something? You don't think they're gonna want us to, like, cut off a finger or something for this initiation, do you?
Nah. I'm sure we'll just chant some ceremonial stuff. Nothing to it.
Well, it's about time. We paid our dues. Made plenty of their problems disappear. Dumped all those nobodies down that chute.
What we did or didn't do, it's all behind us now. We're going straight to the top, partner.
Yep, like we died and went to heaven.
چه فرق میکنه؟ یه مسیر داره اینجا. میایم اینجا، این لامپ رو میگیریم، مسیر رو به پشت بام مروز میشه.
Straight to the top. The dirty cops looked down on the city. Their city. They had committed repulsive deeds to get there. They told themselves it was worth it.
در پیچیه خداییش.
It was locked from the other side.